What is the 1% rule when it comes to renting rentals?
1% rule is real tough right now. We could do it 5 years ago, but it's gotten a little tougher. 1% rule is something that excites us in the real estate industry. If you buy something for X amount of dollars, can you rent it for 1% of the value? So if you buy something for $100,000, can you rent it for $1,000? If you buy something for $200,000, can you rent it for $2,000? A lot of them we can't do right now, but the reason why that is such a crucial number is because the gold standard for investment is that 10 to 12 year recapture. If you can get your money back in 10 to 12 years, then you have done a phenomenal, a really good purchase. And I've had clients that were able to recapture in 6, 7, or 8 years, and that's really exciting. But 10 is really tough right now. On average, if you bought a house for $200,000 right now, I could probably rent it for $1,400, $1,500 a month. So that's not $2,000. And the margins are a little bit better if you buy something a little less expensive. If you buy something for $100,000, I can probably rent it for like $800 or $900 right now. So those are getting close to the 1% rule. But the 1% rule basically is, can I rent it for 1% of how much I'm buying it for?
Given the area's appreciation right now, what if you bought a $300,000 house and rent it out for $1,500? I guess that would be 2%. Or 0.5%.
That's 0.5%. Yeah. So what's interesting, so we have some rentals in the Chapel Ridge market. We have some rentals in the Chatham Forest, and they're not anywhere close to 1%. You get a $700,000-$800,000 house in Chapel Ridge, it's probably renting for like $2,500 to $3,000 a month. So there's just a maximum. I mean, once you start getting up to those prices where someone's able to pay $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 a month in rent, they're probably gonna buy. But you bring up a good point, especially when we do commercial. Commercial's even harder to get the 1%. But if you buy something, well, I just bought something for $335,000, $335,000, and I just rented it for $2,000 a month. Okay, so Eric, really, you think you'd be able to do better than that? But it was in downtown Pittsboro, and I'm bullish on downtown Pittsboro. I think downtown is going to really appreciate. So I looked at the appreciation models at the same time. So I was barely getting my nut covered. I was barely getting my payment covered at $2,000 a month. With taxes and insurance, I was probably losing as far as my monthly payment was concerned. But I think I could sell that thing for $350, and I just bought it a few months ago. So and I think 5 years from now, it's going to be worth between $450,000 and $500,000. So you have to look at both of those things, but appreciation is crucial.